They can easily change their plans. They are not so rigid in what they do. Hi, beloved viewer, and welcome to my channel with me, your host, Teacher Sue of Dawn Trainers International. In my previous video, I introduced a topic on personality type, temperaments. And I said that we have different personality types. That's why people behave differently. Some are talkative, others are quieter, some are organized, others are initiators, while others are followers. And all those personality types have weaknesses and strengths. And I said we are going to be discussing each of those temperaments on its own. I talked about 4 temperaments, and I said there's a sanguine who is talkative, there is a choleric who is controlling, there is melancholic who is pessimistic and very organized, and we have the calm temperament, which is the phlegmatic, a very calm temperament, but also a bit lazy. So we are going to be looking at those temperaments one by one, looking at their strengths and their weaknesses. And before I start, let me tell you that there is no better temperament, there is no better personality type. The quiet one or the talkative one, all of them are good. Everybody has their place to play. So your weaknesses doesn't make you bad. So all temperaments are equal and they are good. All we need to know is our strengths, our weaknesses, so that we can be able to polish ourselves up. And when you know about these temperaments, when you understand about personality types, you'll be able to deal with your friends, with your family members. Even as a leader, you'll be able to understand why your juniors are behaving the way they behave and be able to handle with them. We may be different, but we can work out things differently together. We can live differently together. We can, move forward differently together. And therefore, let's talk about temperaments. Today, I'll be discussing about a sanguine. Who is a sanguine? These are very outgoing people, very friendly. These are the people who enter their houses first with a mouth before their bodies. They will start shouting from the gate. And when they enter a house, they brighten up. They are very friendly. They make everybody lively. If they meet people who are not talkative, they will make everybody participate in the conversation because they are very friendly. Now, these are people who don't stay in their yesterday. They easily forgive and move forward. They don't carry issues. They can feel bad. Sometimes they have temper. They express their emotions. If they are frustrated, they show. If they are happy, they show. And they can react when they're angry. But they don't keep issues in their heart. That's a sanguine for you. Sanguines are easy goers. Do you know you can find a sanguine going to town A and you convince them, let's go to town B with a lot of ease? They are easy goers. Sanguines are impulsive buyers. They love shopping. They will buy anything. They buy unnecessary things. They can even leave home with a list of things they're going to buy. Maybe they're going to buy groceries. And on the way, they come closer to a shop with nice dresses, nice suits. They will forget that they were going to the supermarket. They will enter there and buy the new clothes. That's a sanguine for you. They're impulsive buyers. In their homes, you find a lot of unnecessary things. They don't know how to budget. They will get their salary today, tomorrow the salary is finished because they don't know how to budget. When a sanguine goes to a supermarket to buy things, they will take a lot of things, not realizing that the money in their pocket is not enough. They will discover at the till that their money was not enough. When a sanguine picks things from the shelf of a store, sometimes they rarely check the expiry date. Most sanguines will discover at home that what they bought was expired. When a sanguine is driving, they drive so fast and then all of a sudden they lower the speed. They are inconsistent. A sanguine will remove tools from the house to go and do the gardening. But when they get to the garden, they find other people passing by and they will start talking. They will talk until the time is over. They will come back having done nothing, because they like talking more than working. That's a sanguine for you. Sanguines are attention seekers. When a sanguine is not noticed, they will do anything. They can even cause little dramas to be noticed. A sanguine will make sure that everybody knows they are around. They will make sure that everybody notices them. They are attention seekers. There are other people who don't seek attention. They will, even though they need attention, they will keep quiet. But a sanguine will not keep quiet. They even have the audacity. They will even walk forward in a congregation just to be noticed. And they like it when they hold a mic. They like it when they are before people. They like it when they are, it's like people propels them to do things. When they see people, they feel there's a strong drive when they are amongst people. So sanguines are people persons. Sanguines are not organized. If you find a lady who is a sanguine, a pure sanguine, maybe who has never even learned about this, because when you learn these temperaments, you'll be able to modify yourself. If you're brought up by a parent who is a different temperament, maybe a bit stricter, she will have modified you a bit. But a typical sanguine, if you find a typical sanguine lady who is doing her makeups, where she does her makeups, you think there was a bomb blast. Things are all over. They are not organized. They don't know how to separate things. They will put everything together. That's a sanguine for you. Sanguines rarely finish projects. Sanguines are initiators. They have new ideas all the time. If they are leading a community, they will come up with new ideas, but they rarely finish their projects. If there is no other temperament there or another personality type who is a bit more stricter, this sanguine will be opening projects, starting projects, but they will never finish them. That's why we have a lot of politicians, because sanguines, by the way, they make very good politicians because they talk a lot, they are loud, they convince people easily. So they make very good politicians. But because they are rhetoric speakers, they make a lot of promises and fulfills none of those promises. And they start a lot of projects and finish very few of them. That's a sanguine for you. Sanguines are very exaggerative. When they're telling a story, they will exaggerate it. They will put emotions in it. You will even think they were there when that scenario was taking place. They can exaggerate. They are storytellers. They are comedians. They will even make you feel like you're part of what is going on, because they are able to put their emotions in their speeches. And because of that, they kind of get attention from their audience. It is good to understand these temperaments and to know, because, for example, those young people who want to get married, know your temperament and know the type of person you should marry. When a sanguine marries a sanguine, that house is like on fire, because both the husband and the wife are talkative and no one wants to let the other one talk. So you might think every time that the house is burning. And if they get a child who is a sanguine, 3 sanguines in the house, my goodness, it's like fireworks in that house, because everybody will be shouting and talking loudly and no one wants to listen to the other. And they are all disorganized. Yet it's going to be a very lovely house because they are friendly and they don't have issues like of yesterday. So that's a sanguine for you. As a leader, it's good to understand, because if you have sanguines in your organization, there is what sanguines can do better and what they cannot do. So, for example, if you're choosing a career for your child, you will consider all those temperaments, because sanguines are not very good with science subjects. Unless they've got a blend of another temperament, a pure sanguine may struggle with figures. You rarely find a pure sanguine who is an accountant. Most of the accountants are melancholics because they are organized, but sanguines are not able to handle much of details. So when choosing careers, it's good to understand these temperaments. Some of you parents are complaining about your children because your child is doing this and that. Listen to all that I'm going to teach, and by the end of it all, you will not complain about your child. You'll be able to know how to handle your children. So understanding temperaments is a very good thing. I'm done with sanguine, but I will talk about it later when I'm talking about the blending of 2 temperaments. For now, look out for temperament number 2, which is choleric, the controlling type of personality. Thank you for watching this video clip. If you want to get more of this, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Looking forward to having you watch my next video. God bless you.